Okay, test, test, test. What is up, everybody? Welcome to episode 7 of Dwarf Fortress. We have a few things to cover since I last recorded. I did do a little bit of, we're going to do bedrooms today, and we're also going to set up a new farm for our farmer to start growing more stuff so we can brew different stuff. But I had my miners go ahead and carve out. Well, I'll cover the bedrooms here in a second, but I do have some bad news to cover, guys. If you remember in one of the earlier episodes, our master chef kind of went crazy. And when dwarves go crazy, they want to build something, and for some reason, he just became possessed, or for some reason unknown, he basically he went crazy. When these dwarves go crazy, if they can't build something or do whatever, they ended up just actually stopped doing everything. And so our master chef, he actually died. He died between the last episode. So I'm gonna start the episode with on how to build a coffin and then how to put a burial site, because your dwarves will definitely get mad. Well, they won't have happy thoughts if there's a dead if there's a dead dwarf laying on the ground, which, truth be told, if I had to work in a condition where there was a dead person laying on the ground, I probably wouldn't be too happy in my workplace. So, but okay, so if you look over here in the middle, I'm gonna have my mouse in the middle. I'm circling right here next to our kind of our little meeting area. You can see this little brown square right here. This is a coffin. So we're gonna hit Q, and we're going to go over to that coffin and highlight it. And you can see in the top right, this is the resting place of quote-unquote Master Chef, whatever his dwarven name is. Yeah, he died, and so, but I had our mason, just to show you how to make it, you're going to go over to the mason shop. Let's hit Q. You can hit A to add a new task, and then you scroll down, you'll see coffin. Make a rock coffin, hit the letter P. I already had 5 maids. I'm going to show you how to place them. So we're going to go to B to build, and we're hit N for burial receptacle. And so that's basically just a word for a coffin. So we're going to go ahead and place this right there. I had 5 of them made. Put one right there, and I think that's it. Yep. Okay, now our idle dwarfs are going to run and grab those coffins and place them in there, and you'll see them right here get placed. And I'm going to show you simply placing the coffin right there. Ooh, the Elven Caravan is here. Awesome, man. I'm going to finish this burial site, though. Uh-oh. Where are we? There we go. Yeah, I'm going to show you how to finish this burial site. We do need to open the gate, though, because we have our gate closed. So we're going to hit A to add a new task and hit capital P to pull the lever. And we're going to go up top so you can see the gate drop down. So the gate's right here. And we're in pause mode right now, but I basically queued up on that lever inside of our meeting hall for somebody to pull the lever, and when they pull the lever, they're just going to open the gate down so that Elven Caravan can come in. So you should see it drop down here in a second. There you go, pops down. So it's just kind of good just to leave it a little bit closed, just because, oh, and then I had some wood that fell across the wall, so all those dwarves are going to pick it up to put it in our stockpile. But the Elven Caravan is going to come, and then our broker is going to go meet with them. But let's finish this burial site. So once you place the coffins, you need to designate them for human burial. So you're going to go over here, and you can see in the top right where it says B for burial, you're going to hit B, and that's going to be yes. So that means this is going to be... You can basically put dwarfs in there. And we're going to go over to here, hit B, this one hit B, and this one hit B. The reason you do that is because you can put the coffins in there, and if your dwarfs don't, if it's not designated to put a dwarf in there, the body will never get put in there. So then you'll end up with something called miasma, I think that's how you say it. It's like this poisonous gas that develops underground, and that's just from like rotting organic material. So that's why you do need to at least have some coffins made early on, because you never know what happens. But yeah, we lost our master chef, but we have a new chef in training. But yeah, so you need to have these burial coffins over here just to have them ready. It's good, that way there's no bad stuff up there. And while talking about miasma, there's one thing I did forget to talk about, and that's you need to build a refuse stockpile up top, and I have this right here. So this is the refuse stockpile. You're going to build it the same way you're going to build a stockpile. You would hit P, and then before you like actually lay out the stockpile, let's say we're going to build another one right here. It's highlighted right there. You would need to hit R for refuse, and basically that just means the trash pile. We'll go into settings and explain it, but you go down to refuse, and you go over here, and you want to disallow. You're going to forbid skulls, and you're going to forbid bones, because eventually I'm going to build a tannery shop. Actually, excuse me one sec. We're going to build a butcher shop here in a later episode, and then what comes with the butcher shop is going to be like a tannery or something that like kind of skins the animals. You can also build crafts out of bones, so you just want to keep the bones and the skulls out of here. Everything else is okay. So let's say we had a hunter in our fort and he killed like a wild animal. They bring the wild animal back. All the excess stuff that our chef dwarf couldn't cook would go into this refuse pile. If not, they're just going to throw it down on the ground in the bottom, and then that gas will build up, and it'll be kind of like a poisonous gas, and they're not going to be too happy. But we've got the Elven Caravan, so yeah, we'll go and do another little trade. Why not? Let's see if they're in there. They're unloading their goods, and we should have a lot of rock crafts built up. We've got 4 little bins over there. That's a nice little spread. So let's go up to the depot, and let's hit the R button like before to say trader requested at the depot, and then we're going to wait for uh-oh, our mason's been taken by a foul mood. He's in a fey mood. Okay, hit A, and let's zoom to... Okay, he claimed a workshop. So our mason has basically gone crazy, and he just claimed our mason's workshop, and he's going to start building something. And hopefully he doesn't go... If they don't have all the items that they need, eventually they'll go crazy like our master chef. So hopefully we don't lose our mason on this one. But while he's doing that, we'll get a notification on what he builds. But basically, what happens is when a dwarf goes crazy like that, they're going to take over a workshop, and the next thing you know, they become super good at that task. If we go over here, just a little refresher on Dwarf Therapist, the bigger the square is, the better they are at that task. So our stonecrafter, he didn't know how to stonecraft, and look, he's like almost got a full square on stonecrafting. He's really good. Our miner right here has become legendary. That basically means like when you get a little black diamond, that means they're like super super good. And just like this down, he's good at potash making. So, and then this guy right here, he's a little okay at wood cutting just because we signed him up. But basically, whenever our mason gets done, because our mason's ability is like a little square, hopefully if he completes this legendary artifact that he's trying to build, he'll become legendary like overnight. So that's pretty cool. And they always make some pretty cool stuff. It's really detailed, but we'll go into that. But let's get this trading done. So we're going to hit Q to pull up the options menu. We're going to hit G to move goods to the table. And then we're going to go down to crafts. If I can, there we are. So we're going to bring these bins in, and that should be full of stuff, and we'll see what they're bringing. Hopefully, yeah, we've got some idle dwarfs, so they'll go up there and do that. There they are. They're bringing the bins in there, and you can see the progress of the bins. I think we'll wait just a little bit more. There's another bin. I think I saw 3 or 4. That might be the last one right there. Okay, so we're going to hit Q, move goods, and we're going to go down to the crafts, and that should be all the crafts that we have. Yeah, you can see where it's highlighted, designated trading right here. That means that it's in the trading area. So we're going to do another trade. Oh, then they're still unloading. We're like, hey, hurry up, man. We want some of your elf stuff. So the elves, like, they hate, like, if you, like, cut down a bunch of trees, they get really mad, and they're little crybabies sometimes. But the cool thing about dwarfs is that, the elves, is that they bring exotic animals. And so, actually, before we do that, because I'm probably going to trade for an exotic animal, let's have our miner just build out an animal stockpile real quick. We need some cages, though. No, we can, yeah, they'll come in a cage. So we'll dig that out right there. And just carve out a little area right there. That way, if we get any animals, because eventually you can like, it's crazy, this game. You can, like, breed animals. And all right, so we're going to hit B to build, D for door. I'm going to put it right there. I just like having a door. It always looks nice. And then we're going to we're going to go to P for stockpile, and we're going to hit A for animal. And now this is different from a pasture just because any caged animals are going to go in there. And I think that includes like goblins or something if you catch some goblins. Let's see if we can trade now. All right, he's in the trading mood. So we got some socks in there. We're not going to trade those. Let's go ahead. You can see our dwarf has gotten a little bit better. He had a lot of 10s and 20s last time. We're looking over here at the column, this value right here. You can see he's gotten some nice little value. He turned out, oh yeah, look at this little sandstone ring right here. $120 right there. It V to view good. This is where the game's really cool. So just like this sandstone ring that we're about to trade away, it's a ring, an item of jewelry. I'll go V for description. It's a masterful sandstone ring created by... Okay, it's just masterful. Sometimes they have a really cool description in there. But let's see what they got as far as animals. They have an eagle and a raven. Yeah, we'll go and trade for those. That sounds pretty cool. We don't want a yak cow. So let's go and queue up that eagle. Let's queue up that raven. And then I think if you actually do it in small little trades, your trader gets better experience. So right now the trader's gonna be losing $70. So let's just go ahead and give him this. Let's do this one right here. And his profit. Let's make his profit 60 and hit the T button. Okay, good. He's happy with that. I usually like your craft dwarf is gonna make so many rocks that I just usually just overpay just to get it in here because it gets into spots where they'll kind of start haggling and it's kind of just a pain in the butt. Now a lot of this bucket stuff we don't really need. Might grab some of those robes. It'd be nice to get some clothes. I usually don't get a cloth industry up and running, so I always trade for clothes. Um, Arrows. What else? Yeah, we're gonna grab some food for our chef. Grab those bayberries and those carambolas, whatever those flower stalks, sand pears, peaches. And then I'm going to show you how to brew stuff out of this. So we can get those sand pears in here. We can have our brewer like brew that up into some like sand pear wine or something like that. So the game's pretty cool. So let's get the sandstone scepter. Let's go for this bracelet. And then we'll give him another bracelet. See if that'll work for him. Okay, he's happy with that. Let's go. They got the leggings, splints. I don't think there's really not much else. I don't really want a cow right now. Yak cow. Because I just like keeping goats up there. If you get too many animals up there, it gets kind of crazy sometimes. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab those clothes. So let's grab that rope reed dress. Let's grab that hemp vest. Let's trade some stuff over here. And he wants our silk cap. Okay, sure, man. He's getting a little more of a profit. Look, hey, he's haggling right now, so I'm going to haggle back. Let's see if we can't throw in this grown Ramey vest. See, this is where it gets like, he keeps adding stuff to it, so I'm just like, okay, you got him in, sure. I'm not going to fight over that. We're going to have a lot more crafts for the next person to come. So we grab those robes. Let's grab that robe, that robe. Is there anything else? I think that'll be good. Let's grab this sandstone earring. We'll grab the sandstone bracelet. Or the sandstone ring. That'll give him 28. And let's throw in these scepters right here. Hit the T button. Alright, he's cool with that. Now, I'm going to go over to his, look, give it one more look, but I think that's it. Elves usually don't bring a whole lot of cool stuff. It's a lot of wooden stuff, and we have access to a lot of trees, so we don't really need it. What else? Some leggings. Yeah, we'll go and grab some leggings. And let's grab the trousers and the skirt. Hit T for trade. Alright, he'll take that one. Yeah, like sometimes if you lowball them with a bunch of items, they want some other stuff. Splints, we don't need splints. We'll go and grab some trousers. I'll make one of our dwarfs happy somewhere. Trade for those, and then I think we'll go grab some arrows. Why not? Get some nice little elven arrows in our fort. Alright, trade right there. And I think that'll probably be good. I'll go back up top. Yeah, we don't want the cow. We have tons of barrels, buckets. We don't need spears. Wood high boot? Well, let's grab this hood, hat. Let's grab some hats. And then let's grab some elven boots. Why not? And throw this vest in. Okay, that'll be good. That'll be good. So we need to trade a bunch of stuff on that one. So let's go. Let's kind of clear these items out. Since we're trading so many items, I'm going to give them extra value. There we go. And that'll be it. Okay, so we're going to exit out right there. We're going to hit, always remember to hit the R button to say trader is not requested at the trade depot, so he can go do whatever he needs to do. And then our dwarves will slowly start grabbing that stuff and taking it back into our fort. And we should see that, uh-oh. So we've got the eagle right there. Okay, yeah, there we go. So hit the K, so we've got the eagle in there, and then we've got the raven in there. I don't know what we're going to do with them, but not enough free nest box zones found. You need one more. Yeah, we'll get that cleared up later. Okay, so we did an unexpected trade right there. We're gonna leave the doors open so they can get out and do stuff, but I think that's gonna be it for trading. I did build 3 more farm plots over here. Actually, I wanted to build bedrooms and do farm plots this episode, not trade, but yeah, that happens. So I built 3 more farm plots on the other side, and what we're going to do is we're going to have more stuff start growing in there. So we're going to hit the Q to pull up the options, and we're going to go to, remember, it's for the farm plots, you have to do it A, B, C, D, which is fall, winter, spring, summer. So basically A, B, C, D. And so the other options that we can grow are pigtail, wheat, and sweet pods. Wheat, they're going to be able to grow beer, so I definitely want to grow that. But it looks like in the spring we can't grow wheat, so let's grow some sweet pods because we can make some rum out of that. Let's hit the B and grow cave wheat. Hit C, go cave wheat, and then D. We'll go ahead and do we're going to grow the dimple cups. Why not? So A, B, C, D. Something's highlighted. We're going to go back up here. Hit A. Let's go to the sweet pods. Go to B, let's build sweet pods again, that way we get some more of those. C, let's go cave wheat, and then D, the dimple cups. And then up to this last little farm plot, we'll hit A, let's go down to we'll go down to sweet pods. B, we'll go down to cave. Yeah, I'm partial to, actually pigtails. Let's grow some pigtails. We didn't grow those. Then hit C, pigtails, and then D, dimple cups. Okay, so now whatever season that is, our farmers will start working these farm plots too, and that way we can have our brewers start doing that. But since we got some cool fruit in, let's head over to the brewery. So we're going to hit Q, and we're going to hit A to add new task, actually hit back. We're going to hit C to cancel him brewing those plum helmets, and we're going to hit A to add a new task, and we're going to hit F to brew from fruit, and we're going to hit repeat. So I want our distillery dwarf, our brewer, to start building some stuff. So we had some peaches, I think we had some pears in there, so he's going to start building some really nice like pear wine and stuff like that. So it's going to be really cool. So that's one of the things where it's fun to the game, in that the dwarves actually do want a different source of alcohol. So if you hit the Z button, we go over to kitchen, hit enter, and go over to drinks. You can see where we have like 351 bottles of dwarven wine. They don't mind. The dwarves like to drink, but at the same time, they like something different sometimes, and which is completely understandable. If I had to drink water every day for the rest of my life, I wouldn't be too happy with that. So I drink a lot of tea though, but it's just if you drink the same thing for a long time. And we're just going to go and have our miners carve this out right here so we can build an extra drink stockpile. And then in a later episode, I don't think this one, I'm going to show you how to build a tavern. It'll be my first time building a tavern. So let's go to P for stockpile. We're going to hit F for food. We're going to start right here where the last stockpile ends. Hit enter, go over, go all the way down. And then we're going to go to Q for settings. And I think we're just going to put, we're going to hit B to block all. And then we're just going to go down to drinks. Where is it? Yeah, we're going to go down to drink. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to hit permit drink. So this is just going to be a drink stockpile. So let's start putting some of those in there. And then hopefully we're going to be able to see, let's go over to kitchen. Let's go to drink, see if he's made some of that. Yeah, there you go. So we made some sand pear cider, 25 bottles of it. We made some perry, whatever perry is. So that's just really cool. Like, I like giving our dwarves something else to drink. That's always fun to me. And then with the pigtails, we'll be able to make ale, like on the farms. Let's go back up to the farms. So, once those fields get up and running, pigtail, we're going to be able to brew some ale with it. The cave wheat will be some dwarven beer, and then the sweet pods are going to be dwarven rum. So it's always good just to have a nice little mix in there, just because the dwarves will get mad. You don't want your whole dwarf to spiral out of control just because they've been drinking wine for a year straight and they can't take anymore. Let's see. So it's 20. I'm trying to keep these episodes around about 20 minutes, and I think we're right at about the 20-minute mark. So we did the farms, and we had I showed you how to do the brewer. Do we have enough time to do bedrooms? Yeah, we can go do bedrooms. I may just show you the first couple ones and then fill it in, and then I may end the episode that way. So this is the area that I had my dwarves carve out while we were gone last episode. This little area right here is going to be our tavern. You can have people will come to your tavern and dance, and they'll sing for you, adventures and stuff like that, and if there's rooms in there, they'll stay in there. But as far as these little areas right here, these little walled off sections right here, these are going to be where our dwarves live. Dwarves like to have a room to live in. Somebody commented that what about new beds for the new dwarfs? Well, in a dormitory, not all dwarfs sleep at the same time, at least to my knowledge. So what'll happen is they'll kind of just take like power naps. They'll go into this dormitory and sleep, but they don't like sleeping in a dormitory. They don't. It doesn't give them very happy thoughts. So I'm going to show you how to build bedrooms. So we're going to go B to build, and we're going to hit B for bed, and we're going to put it in here. Then we're going to hit F for cabinet, put it in there, and then we're going to hit H for coffer, sandstone coffer. And then we're going to hit D for door. There you go. That's all a dwarf needs to live in. So that's going to come in there. I'm going to show you how to assign the dwarf that room. Looks a little tight, but they've got enough room in there. Okay, so we're going to hit Q for the bed. We're going to hit R to make a bedroom. And see, it's already maxed out. That's going to be our dwarf's bedroom. We're going to hit Enter, and we're going to hit Assign Bed. Now you can see where some of it's... there we go. We're going to hit A, Assign Bed, and this is going to use the plus or minus key to cycle through the option on the right. But you can see where Jolt has his own room, and he has his own room because he's the manager of the fort, and the manager demands that he has his own room in his own office. The other dwarves are sleeping in their dorms, so they're not that happy. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through and assign each dwarf their own little bedroom. So we're going to hit Enter, and then that's going to be our miner's room. And so we're just going to basically just keep going up the row. So we're going to hit B for build, B for bed, put it right there. Going to hit C for cabinet. Actually, excuse me, that's chair. We're going to hit F for cabinet, put it right there, and then we're going to hit H for coffer, and then hit the coffer right there, and then D for door, and there you go. So basically it's just rinse and repeat. You're going to keep building it up, and you can see we got our master brewer just ran out of fruit, so he's got all that done. Let's see what he brewed up. It's pretty cool. So we're going to hit the tab to go over to the actually kitchen button right there, go over to the drinks. And he did some wine, we have some peach cider, Perry, sand pear cider, and bayberry wine. So that's pretty cool. I like having a nice little spread for our dwarfs to drink. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and queue this bedroom up right here to give our other miner. That way, you know, they can talk about work if they want to. We're going to hit A, assign bed, and go down to that second miner. And so basically it's just rinse and repeat. You're going to go up, add a bed, add a cabinet, add a coffer, add a door. Bed, cabinet, coffer, door, and then make sure you assign the bedrooms to each of them. It is a little bit of a pain in the butt if you do this after you have like a bunch of dwarfs. So as you get immigrant waves, it's almost easier just to have these rooms pre-laid out and pre-sectioned out, and then you can just assign each dwarf their own little bedroom. So we covered the third farm plot and the different stuff that we can grow for our brewer. We covered bedrooms, and we covered unfortunately we covered the death in the fort. I covered a burial site. I'm just kind of going off my checklist, and then we covered a refuse pile. I think that's all I wanted to do for this episode. But what I'm going to do is, it's just real tedious work, adding all these beds in here. So I'm probably just going to, this is about a 25-minute video. I'm going to go and end it right here and then get these bedrooms filled in, because I think my mason's not done building the rest of this. But that's how you build bedrooms for your dwarves. This is just a really simple design. There's other designs out there. If you want to build a bigger room for your dwarves so you can put statues in there, go for it. But they're happy. As long as they have their own bed and a place to put their things, they're happy with that. So and just because we get so many dwarfs, it's just easier if we do like a hall type setting like this. And then I'll put some doors in here, get some statues built later on. But yeah, I'm gonna go and end the video right here, and I'm gonna go and fill in the rest of these rooms as my mason and my my other people complete the building of it. So, alright guys, if you enjoyed it, like and subscribe. Thanks guys.